Rainer, today was probably one of the greatest holidays that our country has to offer.
Oh, really? Yeah, I heard something about that. Groundhog Day, right?
Groundhog Day, best holiday, right? One of the best films of all time. And I gotta say, I'm looking forward to 6 more weeks of winter.
Yeah, except for where we live, where it's more 6 more week of bipolar weather.
Pretty much.
Are you an angel?
What?
An angel. I heard the deep space pilots talk about them. They're the most beautiful creatures in the universe.
Hello there. We are tonight's entertainment.
We would be honored if you would join us.
He's got a billion toys.
You brought in the doll collection.
These are not dolls, Jim. These are commodities. Same as gold or oil.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You are now listening to the Collecting Weekly podcast.
Shall we lock in the artillery power?
This is the true form of floor gang right here. Very nice. YouTube.com/collectingweekly. Thank you very much. That's very cool. Big.
Hey guys, my name is Zach.
I'm Rainer, and it's good to be hanging with the big boys again.
Yeah, welcome to this week's episode of Collecting Weekly. It's a weekly podcast where my friends and I talk about the things that matter the most to us this week in collecting. I have no idea where Dean's at. I don't know if he's sleeping, if something happened. I texted him at 8. Hopefully he's just sleeping. You know?
Yeah, he had been complaining of foot pains earlier to me this week, so hopefully he didn't take like something to pass out or something. I don't know.
My gosh. At any rate, Rainer, the show must go on. And before we get into it, we want to thank our friends over at Watto Scrapyard and 16 Corner for sponsoring tonight's episode. Yeah, but anyways, we have a great show planned for you guys. A little bit of news and a little bit of a discussion, right? A little bit of a discussion. It's not gonna be about toys, but you know what? This is our show. We talk about what we want to on our show, my guy. Let's kick it off with the world's favorite podcast segment. Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
It's new this week.
What did you get new this week, Rainer? Tell me what you got this week.
So I got the Asajj Ventress Mythos statue from Stevens. It was a long time wait, but it was so worth it. That statue is flippin' amazing.
How I know it was a long wait, but I think that one actually came out like almost exactly when they thought it would, right? Like it wasn't late or anything like that.
It was about a month late. They predicted it about December, so it's only like a month late. I mean, in the collecting world, that's not bad.
Yeah, exactly. And as far as the statue assembly, putting it all together, was there any issues that you had with yours, or was everything fit together pretty good?
Everything fit together great, but the one issue I have with mine though is there was no instruction manual. None whatsoever. No indication of where anything was supposed to go. Luckily, I've done this a few times, so I was able to figure it out on the fly.
Yeah, I've seen... I don't think I've seen a review of that statue yet. I've seen a bunch of in-hand photos, and, I mean, I gotta say, that one, at least in my opinion, appears to be the best of the three, because I know they did the Palpatine and they did the Mole, and I think at this point, all three are in people's hands, but the Asajj one just looks absolutely incredible.
You know, it's the only one that really stuck out to me. You know, I was looking at the Maul, and I was looking at the Palpatine, and I was like, okay, I can only afford one of these, and, you know, I'm normally not an Asajj guy, but you know what? It looked really nice, so I said, all right.
Yeah, congratulations on that. Did you get the, was there an exclusive version on that, or is it just the regular version?
I believe I got the exclusive. I have to double check which version I got, because I know mine came with the extra head sculpt, so the bald head.
Yeah, so that should be the exclusive. Danny Lee says, none of the sideshow statues have instructions. Let me catch up on the chat. We have Elvis, Eddie, Danny, Sean, Eddie Mendez, KG Collector, Toy Mafia, Caesar M, Jason Nelson, Everyday Collector, Shot Yahtzee, Chris Letty, Toy Mafia in the chat. What's up, guys? And gals. But for me, I had a pretty interesting week. I started with the Super 7 Red Baron Snoopy. And Super 7's one of those companies that I always see their stuff around. They had I think it was like maybe a half dozen different Charlie Brown figures, all the different characters, 2 different versions of Snoopy, and the Red Baron's one of my favorites, so I had to pick that one up.
Oh, it's just so iconic.
Yeah, of course. Now, I'm a big fan of the NASA spacesuit Snoopy. It would be a grail if they made that one in this line. Really great figure. Sculpting is really good. And it's interesting, right? When you have a character like Snoopy that is so iconic, but it's also a 2D character, and you bring it into that 3-dimensional space, it took a little bit of getting used to visualize it, right? But it's super great. The painting is really crisp. I did have one small complaint on the bottom of the feet. It has some stamps for the manufacturing stuff. I had to wipe that off with acetone, and after that, it's all good to go. Eddie says, don't forget your art print. Yeah, I didn't have a good picture of that one. There's so much glare from the acrylic thing, but yeah, I did also get an art print from Eddie. And I was going and shopping this week. We just got our stimulus, and Rainer, I was like, I'm going to buy myself something nice. I've sold a bunch of stuff recently and made some space in the collection. Have a few more deals lined up for this week. And this store, and we're hoping to do a walkthrough at this store. They have they have quite a bit of display space, but some of it, because they are such a small store, they do have some statue boxes in front of the cabinets. And so sometimes you can't really see everything that's in them. And I think recently they had cleared out some stuff, and I saw this diva with mecha statue, and I'm not sure what scale it is. It seems to be like a 6-scale statue, but I saw it there, and I was like, yo, beautiful character design, beautiful character. And, I really, really liked it. They had just lowered the price a little bit on it also. And I like I said, I had some income from selling a bunch of things, and I had a little bit of a treat myself moment. And boy, this thing is great. It comes in,
looks gorgeous.
Comes in, I believe, at about 40 pounds of material. Ooh. It's quite a hefty statue. And the great thing is the diva is actually in scale. And also, of course, the mecha is in scale with all the other Overwatch statues that Blizzard makes. So if you put this alongside any of the other characters, they should all be exactly in scale with each other, which is really cool.
Yeah, Diva. Diva is one of my favorite figures. I mean, one of my favorite Overwatch characters. I like her a lot. So yeah, that is a gorgeous statue, man.
Yeah, I'm hoping to. And it gets kind of difficult, right? Because they have the Mercy statue as well from Blizzard, and it is, I guess, like from what I can see, one of the more expensive statues in that line. Obviously, Mercy is a very popular character, and so I want to track that one down and have those two on the shelf. I think it would be really cool. But even if I just have this one, I think I'm more than happy. And there was a small problem that I had with this statue. It wasn't anything major. It was easily fixable. But we'll talk about it on the Joy of Hobbying. Getting into Everyday Collector's question, he said, what company makes this Charlie Brown line? It is Super 7. And I believe it's called the Reaction line. And they have all kinds of different characters in this line. Charlie Brown, Snoopy, all the different background characters. And then they also have like Transformers and other licenses. So it's a really cool line.
So what scales do they do, or do they just do that one scale in particular?
Well, it's kind of weird because they're all about, I don't know, maybe about like less than 3 3/4, maybe like 2.5, 3 inches tall. And so it's not really a scale because the Transformers, obviously they're a lot larger characters. They're still only that same size. But they're all about that size, and the painting is really good. The sculpting is really good. They're a little pricey. I think the Snoopy came in at about $15-$16. When I saw it, I was like, man, I'll pick this up for $9, $10. But it ended up being a little bit more expensive. So, definitely something I'd like them to dig deeper into when there's a lot of iconic looks for Snoopy. I also did pick this up today on a whim. I wasn't expecting to pick anything up other than that this week. But it's the Transformers Deluxe Starscream from the Cyberverse line. It's amazing because the 2 waves before this had Build-A-Figure parts, right? So you could put together a new character with parts that are included in every figure. With this release, I don't know if it's this whole wave, but with this particular one, they skipped the Build-A-Figure for this wave, and they gave you 3 effect pieces. So you have 2 blast effects and this really sweet missile effect. The missile effect is so good. In fact, I hope to maybe some way pick up another one and just part out the missile piece and just sell the Starscream by itself, because I mean, this is super clean. The transformation is pretty fun.
Yeah,
jet mode's a little iffy, but yeah, pretty nice effect piece for a $20 figure. Getting into the news, Hot Toys dropped 2 figures that they've been teasing for years now. I remember, I want to say it was 2018 winter, 2019 beginning of the year. They had shown a little tour of the Hot Toys office, and in the office there was some references from Batman Forever, and a lot of people immediately saw that, right? And we're like, yo, this is we need this to happen, right? I'm not the biggest Batman Forever fan, but a lot of people were really excited. Cut to a few conventions later, we saw the Batman and the Robin on display, and then they've kind of just been chilling on the coming soon list for quite a while. And these have finally been announced. The Batman is coming in at $255, releasing Q2 2022. Looks like it has that DX style base. It's not a DX figure, but it does have that sort of plaque style base with the Batman Forever logo on it. You do get an assortment of different weapons here, different hands. And I mean, I think overall, I think this looks pretty good. I do have some concerns about the longevity of the rubber, like with any figure. But I mean, I think that this looks pretty good.
Yeah, my concerns would be the suit holding up over time as well. You know, anytime you have a suit made out of these types of materials, it's always going to be a crapshoot as to how well it's going to hold up.
Sean Yahtzee says, I don't collect DC, but I might get these, but only if they don't shrink the bulge. Everyday Collector says, I'd love to see a Batman Returns Catwoman and Penguin.
That'd be cool.
Eddie says, everyone jealous of my boy Robin. He's got to be Batman at something. KG says it also has the movable eyes, so
nice.
Definitely good to see them integrating that. And I mean, $255, I think it's a little bit up there, but if you're getting the more premium style base, if you're getting the movable eyes, I don't think that that's too bad. Now, Robin, on the other hand, comes in at $245, releasing in that same Q2 2022 time slot. And boy, my man is packing some schmeat. He got a fucking quarter scale dog on a 6-scale figure.
It just said bulge gate happening right now. I'm calling it right now.
Yeah, does the thing have some movable peen action? I don't know, but this one does seem a little bit more bare bones. Obviously, you're getting the incredible accessory there, but it only comes with the same style base and 6 hands, so a little bit cheaper at $245, but obviously a much more slimmed down figure. You
know, $245, I feel like if this was like $220, it could justify it, but $245 with no accessories other than hands.
Yeah. And I know there's a guy on the groups that posts the the secret base prices and then also guesses the estimated sideshow price based on trends. And I think both of these were a little bit over the normal increase by about $5 each. Elvis says nipple twister Robin. Fernando says the Batman is crispy, the Robin not so much, but I'm still copping both.
You gotta have both if you're gonna get one or the other.
Yeah, I have to agree, and I will say the sculpt on this looks fantastic. The cape looks like you have a little bit of pleather material, so that's going to be interesting to see how that wears over time. But I mean, just looking at the actual suits from the film, I mean, I think the design is a little bit silly with the nips and the big cod piece, but I mean that's exactly how it is on the actual one. So. You can't fault Hot Toys there. Everyday Collector says Hidalgo PD is his name. Yeah, thank you for that, Collector. Mario says he's finally home from work. What is up, y'all?
What's up, Mario?
Yeah, these look pretty good. I'm not gonna pick these up, but I know about a dozen people that are super excited for this. And hey, man, you got to give the collectors what they want, and apparently they've delivered here. Nice. Speaking of giving the collectors what they want, Hot Toys also did show the Tank Commander coming in at $230, releasing Q2 2022. Again, a little bit of a premium, right? I think we got the Return of the Jedi Troopers. I think it was like $180, $210 around that price point. These coming in at $230. Paintwork looks fantastic. I know there's been a number of people that have been 3D printing and customizing their own for the longest time, but now you're able to get these in the Rogue One line, and it makes you wonder what other characters are we going to get in this line.
Are we finally going to get Baze? That's my question.
Baze, maybe a Rogue One Tarkin. Definitely a lot of potential here for this line to expand. Maybe a K2SO re-release. But I think the weathering looks really good on this. I think the I don't think that there's anything wrong with the way this was executed, but again, for my collection, I really only focus on the biggest characters. But this is Hot Toys had a pretty banger week, I gotta say. What do you think about it, Rainer?
My thinking is, okay, they just announced the new Shore Troopers, and I went out and pre-ordered that one right away because I missed out on the first release. So this has got me tempted, and it's got me excited to see what they're going to come down with in the next few weeks, see if they continue doing the Rogue One stuff.
Is there any characters that you'd like to see other than Baze?
Cassian, of
course.
Maybe the shuttle
maybe
pilot.
Bodhi?
Yeah, Bodhi, maybe Bodhi. But definitely Cassian. I mean, you already have K2SO. You gotta have Cassian at some point. I'm surprised they haven't come out with him already. I think they're saving that for the new series, though. Maybe.
Mm-hmm. It would be neat. I'm not really sure how they would do it, but like a generic Rebel soldier would be cool. Like a Rebel soldier 2-pack. I know they've done a few of the TK 2-packs.
They could do the Forgetta dude who jumps out of the U-wing in the movie.
Oh man, that dude got yeeted. They could. It would be cool also to see Saw. I know a lot of people wanted to see that character, and obviously they've built him up quite a bit. I think he was in Rebels, if I'm not mistaken, and then remind me. I believe he was also in that last season of Clone Wars, right? He was a part of that last few episodes.
I don't remember if he was in the last season of Clone Wars. I do remember he was in Rebels though, and he definitely played a big role in the last 2 seasons of Rebels. He was definitely a part of trying to turn Ezra to the more eccentric side of the rebellion.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited, right? It seems like they put this line down for a while, but I think them going back and filling this in a little bit, I think it gives a lot of hope for people in other lines, right, that were never completed. I think you're right though. I think the biggest omission is Baze. I mean, you had Chirrut, and then of course Cassian. I think both of those definitely. Hopefully they'll get some love. But I mean, I guess the Cassian Andor show is a thing, so that might be an outlet to get Cassian another K2SO in the future.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. I think they're probably going to save the Cassian release for the show, and my big question now is just Baze at this point, because he's been pending. He's been in development hell for how long?
Jeez, I think like as long as I've been collecting. It's been a while. Elvis says, anyone getting shipping delays from Hong Kong? Mario says, reissue all the troopers. Sean Yancey says, we say that, yet Hot Toys has not made a C-3PO. Hunter of Statues says, waiting on the Fugitive Predator sitting on Sideshow, coming soon forever. This is another shot here of the Tank Commander, and then you get some weathered TKs in the back. This is a good-looking shot, man. And honestly, this is one of those figures. I know we mentioned it with Batman and Robin, where there's that longevity issue. But it looks like you got cloth here. It looks like you got cloth in the upper arms. I think this is a figure that you could really go to town with the posing.
Oh, yeah.
And you absolutely wouldn't have to worry about it at all. We got JB Collection watching. He says, hey, guys, what's up? Danny Lee says, hey, JB Smooth. Now, this dropped from Iron Studios. This is the quarter-scale statue of the Mandalorian. And I know initially when this first dropped, there was some concerns about the helmet. There was some concerns about a few things with the statue, and it seems like they've fixed all of those issues, especially the helmet. The original portrait, not the best, and this is a close-up here on the helmet. This is a close-up here on Baby Grogu. The helmet, I think it looks pretty good. The only bit of concern that I have is it looks like on the right cheek, you get some stepping there, and it almost looks like maybe that's a 3D print that they didn't fill in all the way. I'm sure in the final product it's going to be obviously fixed, but really as far as the prototype goes, that was my only issue on this piece. Some people were memeing Baby Yoda a bit. Honestly, I think it does look a little. I think the word they were using was constipated. This is that face that I make when I can't find Dean before the show. I get look just like that. And yeah, this definitely does look pretty decent. And I mean, I've owned the Rex back there, which is Iron Studios. I mean, it's a great statue. I think the biggest thing that I hear about them is sometimes their packaging can be a little iffy at least on the Jurassic Park lines. Eddie says the right thigh is inaccurate. Let me go back.
I'll go back.
Yeah, that's the season 1 thigh. I believe he does rock that for a bit with this armor, but in season 2 it's replaced.
Yeah, I mean, he's slowly replacing all his gear with Beskar. I mean, that's pretty much the theme of the show.
Yeah, my favorite part about that though is he had so much extra, right? So much extra Beskar that they were like, this could really do well for the foundlings, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he's still out there walking around with some janky ass armor.
Foundlings of the future, man. You gotta protect the foundlings.
I guess, man. I would want to protect my crotch area at all costs. Like, fuck them kids, dude. I need some fucking...
That is one thing I've noticed about the Mandalorian. He doesn't have any groin armor, and that's sensitive area, man. Just saying.
That is a sensitive area, but I mean, I think it's great when companies like this they can show something, right, and then it did have some criticism. But they went back, they fixed it, and I think I think the piece is going to be better for it now. The big question with this is, do people want to get the Iron Studios? Do people want to get the Sideshow version? I have to say, I believe, just purely on my own opinion, I think I like this a little bit more than the Sideshow one. The Sideshow one did have that real exaggerated swagger pose, and I like the way that this one does the floating effect with Baby Yoda a little bit better, attaching it to the rock there. But
yeah, I have to agree with you on that one. I'm looking at this one and what I've seen of the Sideshow one, and I think I like this one a little bit better. And am I gonna get it? I mean, I only have so much space for quarter scale stuff, so this is a big temptation, but it's still a coin toss for me at this point.
Yeah. And it looks like on this piece, the price is, let's see, Jesus, so many ads popping up. The price is $850, which is due now, which is quite a bit. But I know Iron Studios did do the Mark 85 Deluxe, and it was quite expensive. So, I mean, $650. I mean, I believe that's what the Rex was retailing at before I got a discount on it, but it is a little bit of a steep price. It is a little bit of a steep price.
Yeah, especially all up front.
Yeah, definitely. But I guess we'll have to wait and see on that one. Of course, Iron Studios, we'll see what their final release looks like, and then I think everyone will be able to make their final judgment now. The Asmus Crown Series Gandalf, they did show off the head sculpt, and I believe actually... just right now, they just posted the final photos. So let me see if I can find those. But the head sculpt looks great. And I thought it was interesting because when you get it, they did like an unboxing on their channel. And when you get it, the figure in the box, the head is not attached. At least that's the way they presented it in the unboxing. And you have to kind of like part the hair and place the head on the neck. And it connects with magnets. So it's not...
Really?
It's not anything like you're going to damage it or anything like that, but I thought that was interesting that it does have its own box. I know they did say when the Crown Series went up for order that they were going to make it available as an upgrade to those that had bought the first version. And I mean, I will say this. I think this looks fantastic. I think it is quite a bit later than they were initially anticipating. I think probably the production, really took a toll on the staff because it seemed like they were working for a long time to get this routing right. But I will say, after all the delays, one, obviously you have the meme, right? The wizard arrives exactly when they intend to. And obviously they've been milking that in the videos. But not only that, I think that this looks fantastic. I think this is definitely a contender for one of the best, mass market head sculpts ever. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm looking at this head sculpt, and I'm just in awe of how good it looks, especially with rooted hair. Rooted hair is very hard to pull off sometimes.
Here's the final product pics there. And definitely a good-looking figure. It looks like they cleaned up this leather here. I used to have I believe it's the second version that they made. And this just always felt and looked really cheap. And Danny has a good point. He says, I had no problem with Asmus taking their time. Yeah, you're exactly right.
Oh, of course. If the end product's good, you want them to take your time.
Yeah. This looks fantastic, and obviously they did set themselves a big expectation, calling this the Crown Series, and with all the claims that they said this would be, and I think that this looks as good, if not better, than a lot of the than some of the people that are doing rooted hair. And those people that do rooted hair, it's not inexpensive, right? For a person to root a sculpt, you might be looking at $200 to $400. So, getting a full figure for that price, that $400 price point, is not too bad. I will say the only thing that I'm not super keen on, and I have to go back and watch the film, maybe it's just me, but I feel like this mustache is trimmed too clean, and then also the beard down here. And again, this could be exactly accurate, just based on my initial cursory looks, but man, this looks absolutely fantastic. So big congratulations to Asmus for a wonderful job there. And like I said, they set some big expectations, and they definitely crushed it.
Yeah, going back to that mustache real quick, I think, real quick, just if I can point this out, he gets a lot more clean-shaven when he becomes Gandalf the White, so maybe they were going for that a little bit more. But yeah, when he was Gandalf the Grey, he definitely had that really just kind of like worn down, hobo-ish look. No offense to Gandalf.
Hey, man. I got you. What's up, Sean?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Pretty good. Thanks for joining us. Up next, Young Rich Toys did show their final photos of their Spider-Man figure. This is Peter B. Parker. And I will be honest, guys. I will be honest. I think it's pretty bad. I think this is pretty bad. I had high hopes for this, right? I had very high hopes. The Miles, fantastic. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it won the Collecting Weekly Award for the best third-party figure. And it just seems like the lines on the suit are too thick. The eyes are like an extra bold. I don't know what the fuck they were doing with the eyes. And not only that, but I feel like they're kind of drooping a little bit. The head sculpt, definitely not a fan of it. And I will say the other head sculpt with the hobo version just looks awful. I don't understand how they did both Miles so perfectly, and then this happens.
I agree. I think it's a complete 180.
I think in our chat we were saying, like, maybe they just caught lightning in a bottle with that first release.
It's always possible.
Yeah, it is possible, but I don't think I was ever really that wowed with the pre-order photos, and I definitely don't think I'm wowed with these. Whereas the Miles, I felt like I wasn't that excited based on the pre-order photos, but the final was absolutely amazing. Danny Lee says that Spidey head looks like a cake decoration. Eddie says, damn, history in the making. Honest Zach has made a comeback. My guy, we're here, baby. Mario says, too bad this had so much potential. Elvis says, come on, Letty's got the curls on the end of his mustache. Mark says, WTF happened to this guy. Jason says, this one doesn't bother me. I kind of like him outside of the mask goggles. My man is rocking a mean, what is that? What's it called? A moose knuckle or something like that?
I'm not sure.
I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of this. I feel like there's probably somebody's gonna make this look really good and make me want to buy it, but just based on the photos that they showed this week, I'm not a fan. Sean, what do you think?
I mean, it kind of reminds me of when he got dragged through the city in the movie. You know, just kind of like knocked out, kind of like drugged up, almost looking.
Yeah, my man.
It looks like they put his head in a vice.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Obviously, I'm not a fan of this one. So Toys did put up their Rorschach release 170 release in Q3 2021. You can actually get this over at 16 Corner, sponsor the show. They have it up there for pre-order, and I gotta say this is an interesting release by them. I don't believe I could be wrong, but I don't believe they've done any of the other Watchmen. I know they've been focusing on the boys and some other heroes, so maybe it's not totally out of left field, but comes with the unmasked portrait, comes with a few different mask designs, which I think is great. You get the blaster, the notebook, the Watchman button, really nice base, several hands. Some people were complaining about the jacket on the So Toys Facebook group. I believe in the film it's a brown fabric rather than a brown pleather, and So Toys has chosen to represent that as a brown pleather jacket. So people are hoping that they can maybe get this to be changed before it goes into production. But I think overall, I think this is really good. I know Seth, your co-host Rainer, I know Seth really likes Rorschach, and he has the Disney 13-inch that we've customized on a new body with a new head sculpt, and he's really proud of that. I'm wondering if he's going to pick this up. But I don't mind this.
You know, I saw Watchmen a long time ago. I occasionally go back and watch it. You know, Rorschach was one of those characters. He surprised you. You know,
Yeah.
you thought you weren't going to like him, then you wind up liking him in the end. I may pick this up. I'm not going to lie. I may pick this up. I do like Rorschach a lot. This does look good, but I think you're right about the coat. I think it is a different material.
Yeah.
But,
Stephen Percher, just going back to Gandalf, he says the mustache is on point, lots of variety to his beard and stash, but it looks pretty spot on. DJ says instant pre-order, got mine, and I don't even collect anything outside of Marvel and Star Wars. Mario Cortez says it's time for one of these. Yeah, so I gotta say, I think this looks really good. And again, you can hit up our sponsor 16 Corner if you want to order this. And they do some great work. They do the Lord's work in getting us these third-party stuff. But yeah, this is definitely good. Up next, So Toys also is working on their Homelander from The Boys. At this point, they've shown us the work in progress of the collar. Now we're getting a full look at the suit with the belt. They're also showing us a work in progress on the head sculpt. I do believe that they're doing multiple head sculpts. So I believe this is just one of several that they're going to show for this character. And by all indications, So Toys is probably going to be the package to beat with these Homelander releases. We'll show you another one here in a second. But I mean, I think this looks pretty good. Sean, are you a big The Boys fan?
You know, I have not gotten that far yet. You know, comic book wise too. I haven't read the book, but I mean, everything looks really good. I like the way his suit looks and things like that. But as far as the show and the comics go, I have not been able to get that far with it yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to fall in this same boat. Unfortunately, I have yet to. I'm waiting for the chance to binge like a few seasons on Amazon. I believe this is Amazon, right?
Yeah, it's on Prime TV, and you can actually binge. They have the first and the second seasons out right now, and honestly, I really appreciate So Toys here because they've made Billy Butcher, and now obviously they're going into Homelander, so they're starting off right with I think two of the most important characters in the show, and hopefully they fill out the rest of the heroes, the rest of the boys. I think that would be really great. Mario says, JB Collection says, I'm watching on TV and texting on the phone. What a fucking guy, dude. What a guy. No word on price yet on this. I believe the Billy Butcher, I believe he was 180, so probably around that price point. As soon as we get more details in the full pre-order, we will put that up. But I believe our sponsor 16 Corner does carry that. Now, this is by Toys Works. They're calling it the Republican, and I gotta say, constructive criticism. I think that the suit looks pretty good, right? I think in some angles, I think the head sculpt looks okay. In others, I think it looks really bad. I'm not... other than that, I'm not really liking this. I think he doesn't really capture the muscularity of Homelander. He does look bulky in this with this figure here, but he doesn't look like super toned. And Homelander's fucking yoked, like absolutely yoked. And Dean the Dream, my guy, living up to the name. We missed you. We missed you,
dude. I'm so sorry. I woke up in a panic. Like, where's my phone?
Dude,
it was in my pocket.
Yeah. JB says, I guess I will take that. All these people are saying, what a gal. You guys got to explain that to me. Anyways, Dean, the Republican, what do you think about it?
Fucking awesome name. This looks good. This looks way better than anything we've seen so far.
You think it looks better than the Young Rich? Or rather, excuse me, the So-So Toys, which is here.
I don't know about that, but it's
definitely better than like
it's further along. I mean,
yeah. Manny says my band has bigger chi-chis than me.
I think if the sculpt is painted the right way on the So-So, it'll blow this out of the water. But yeah. I mean, this is further along, so obviously I think this looks better right now.
Yeah.
I mean, even the body in the suit looks really good.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks just like him.
DJ says Return of the King. Everyday Collector says G Machine is in the house. JB says obviously they don't watch my channel. I'm so confused right now. I feel like there's some memeage going on.
Hey, we each have our own audience. I literally just woke up and just got here, so I'm not really sure what's going on. But
yeah, and I will be honest, I've been trying to run like 10 different things. Usually Dean takes over some of the production lately, so I've been trying to do a little bit more than usual. So
yeah, I dropped the ball today.
Someone explain this thing. Someone explain this to me, please, in the comments, so I want to be a part of the joke, right? I'm usually what is it, Dean? I'm usually the face of the joke, not the butt of the joke, right? Anyways, Dean, this is really cool. The Dragon Stars Master Roshi. This popped up today on Amazon France up for pre-order. The first indication that we've seen of it. And I think we've talked about this privately off air, Dean, but we've been saying, like, what the fuck? Like, why haven't Dragon Stars made a Roshi? It's like the perfect thing. They can make a buff one, they can make a tiny one, but you know, right now the only options are Jackie Chun, which technically isn't really Roshi, and the Figure Arts one, which has gone buku crazy money.
Yeah.
I think this is I think this is a cool little thing.
Yeah, especially because now you have the original Jack Pacific version of this figure, and that guy's price is stupid high too. So because I was in the market for a Roshi, and I was like, well, I guess I'm getting neither because both of their prices are stupid high.
Yeah.
So this is really nice for someone like me who's not willing to pay aftermarket prices.
Yeah.
But yeah, it almost seems like Dragon Star is like the perfect line for a Roshi, and we're finally getting one, so I'm excited.
All right, so I did get an explanation on the meme. I didn't understand the context. I thought you guys were saying Gal, like Gal Gadot. I was like, I didn't mention anything Wonder Woman. JB, I am sorry. Chat, I'm sorry. There's a lot going on right now. We're trying to get Dean in the show.
Yeah, that's my
Dean's explaining his life story. Basically, right now, Dean sent us a whole ass paragraph in the chat. It was basically this.
A man can only admit when he was wrong and ask forgiveness.
Yep.
So go sub to JB channel. Great channel. But yeah, I was like, I don't even think I mentioned anything Wonder Woman, but okay. And I haven't seen 84, so I didn't know if I made an inside joke from 84 in accident. My bad, guys. A man can only admit when he was wrong. Getting into release, the in-game Captain America was released, and holy shit.
Dude,
now,
it looks awesome.
If you guys know me, right? If you guys know me, I do not like this character. It has nothing to do with Chris Evans, has nothing to do with the MCU, has nothing to do with the comics. It's a tragedy of my first day ever of kindergarten. I don't want to talk about it. It brings back some real negative memories. But holy shit. I gotta give Hot Toys some fucking props.
Yeah,
right?
This thing is fucking immaculate.
This is incredible, right? Now when they released the D23, which was a long time ago, and that was the D23 in-game, a lot of people had a lot of complaints, right? The shield was broken in the wrong place, the head sculpt not so great. I believe, again, I'm not a huge cap fan, I don't have the eye for the cap, but I believe the star was too small, and I actually think from what I've heard that's still too small on this one. But just looking at this figure next to like other Captain America's stock, I mean they really did a good job on this. And I know we're the first to criticize, right? Any company for any reason. I think it's important to give credit where credit's due. These guys fucking killed it on this release.
Easy.
I mean, this looks incredible. It looks incredible. JB says it's all forgiven. Watch my channel. Now you have to subscribe. I will. 100%.
The Everyday Collector said this. No, I'm not really too sure. They made up for the Mark 85 head sculpt issue with this figure. I don't know about all that, but this figure is pretty amazing. Dude, the second I saw it, I was like, maybe I should sell my Civil War cap.
Yeah.
For this. So if anybody's looking for a Civil War cap, let me know.
JB, I did just subscribe. I did ring that bell though, so I'll check out your channel tonight. Yeah, and JB, if you ever want to come on After Dark, holla at your boys. Right? I believe KG's coming on tomorrow. But man, I just, you know, a lot of people were worried because it was taking so long. But again, I think someone said it earlier in the chat. It's like, you know, if a company's taking long and the end result is perfection or damn near close to it, totally worth it, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than a company delaying something and then just giving you absolute dog shit.
I'm not too sure what they could have done to improve this. The head sculpt is better than what was solicited. The proportions are fucking
They're heroic.
insane.
Heroic.
Yeah, this might be the best figure they've ever done. And that's saying something. I don't even fucking like Captain America. This thing is crazy good.
You know, it's got me tempted to go back down the Marvel chute. That's how good it is.
Boy, this is shrink ray. We don't use that often. This is shrink ray.
Yeah.
Sean, you're a big comic guy, and I know you're obviously big into the MCU. What are you thinking about this figure?
I mean, I really love it. Like, I have Mark 85. It should be here hopefully in the next couple of days or so, maybe the next week.
Have to get this.
Yeah, and like I wasn't planning on getting the Thor figure when it released, but if this would make me want to get that, just having all three of them together like that would be all I would need. If you need an in-game display or something like that, something as simple as this. And the two others, you know, or get the Thanos and have them fighting or whatever.
Dude, they put up pictures of Cap and Iron Man with a scene where they're like looking at Thanos of the Hot Toys figures, like in that pose. And I was like, fuck, like, I need these.
It's perfect. I mean, I
wasn't
love
even
it.
planning on getting them, but this figure looks that good.
I have the SH Figure Arts for the Final Battle Cap, and like I'm just like, man, I need to upgrade.
Dude, this shit is crisp. This shit is crisp with a capital P.
What has I
Danny
done to
says he wants to get an 85 now.
Wow.
Mario says
This figure's so good it's making Danny want to spend another $450.
Bro, that's how you know it's a good fucking figure. JB says it's their clown around, let your hair down show. Yeah, if you want to come on, JB, holla at your boys. Now, the Kong Vegeta, I don't know if it's technically released, but they did show the final photos. And I mean, for a figure, I think it's like them. Oh, okay. It's like $60. You get 2 sets of legs, 2 sets of arms, several different head sculpt or head face plates rather. I think this is great, right? Some people complain the wrists are a little bit too big, and I certainly think that they're right.
The wrists are pretty thick.
But the alternative to making this yourself is getting an Awakening Goku, basically ripping everything off of it, resculpting, repainting, dremeling. I'd rather just spend
tearing apart a Vegeta.
Yeah, tearing apart a Vegeta. I'd rather spend $60, get something that's fucking good to go out of the box.
Was it 60? I thought it was cheaper than that because I was thinking about getting 2.
I don't know what price it is. I believe $60. That's what I had in my notes. But this looks pretty good. And like I said, Ageless Geeks does have this coming in. I did lock in my pre-order. If you want to get in, Dean, on that pre-order, you gotta let them know ASAP because
I commented on the thing.
Oh,
but
okay,
no one
okay.
ever said anything.
You might be too late because I think they may have closed it like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But they always get extras, so I think it should be fine.
Yeah. Now I was reading some comments because I've been super into this figure. The people who have gotten it have said it's terrible.
Really?
They were like, dude, the quality is just
What
awful.
particularly?
Just like the build quality, like real flimsy. Like I think maybe like the upper torso doesn't fit on the legs right. So
bro, me and you are beyond that, my guy. We got fucking
we got
juice,
joint
my
juice.
son. I'm gold label, baby.
I'm certain it's something you and I could probably deal with. A person who's pretty heavy into customizing can easily solve any of those problems.
Yeah.
But maybe somebody who's just thinking about getting it, the average collector, would probably have an issue with it. Like I know for me personally with that that Tenacious Martialist figure, the quality was pretty not good.
Yeah.
And that's with Demoniacal, and I don't even know who these people are. This just kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So I don't have a huge, my confidence isn't really there for this, especially because I was reading those comments. But, I'm still going to get it, because really, I'm going to pose it like once and then put it on the shelf.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I was thinking about getting 2 is because you could have this look and then you could even pop a Super Saiyan with the yellow hair and then have the training Vegeta that you like a lot.
Yeah. Toy Mafia says someone's Kong Vegeta broke on video. Should have used that fucking WD-40, my guy. Mario says JB joined the group on Facebook collecting weekly auxiliary. Mark says it would have been nice if they could done damaged armor torso and with just this one leg instead of the lower half for torn pants. Eddie says his joint juice expired. He must be keeping that shit outside.
KG Collector asked me if my Cody has the arm issue. It does not. I was like,
thank the Lord.
Praying. Yeah, dude. I was like,
thank
Lord,
the Lord
Jesus, it's a fire. Then will we let Rainer take this one?
Well, Rainer, would you like to do the?
He's getting bashful.
Oh my God!
We'll let Rainer do the
lost this
Patreon.
one, so
we'll
this
let
is
Rainer
just
do
insult
the.
to him.
We'll let Rainer do the Patreon episode.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I don't want to put him through the ringer. Let the man live his life. He stepped in, dude. He stepped in on a whim. I was like, yo, do I go? Do I stay?
Yeah, dude. Rainer,
the chat was starting to go crazy. Rainer saved the show. I mean, it was kind of me, but yeah.
And you know who else saves the show?
Sean.
Yeah. And you know who Sean is? He's a Wata from Wata Scrapyard. What a sweet angel, dude.
I meant Sean Lockridge, but yeah, I mean Sean, of course, yeah.
Yeah, Sean Lockridge
Double
is
entendre.
also a sweet angel. But yeah,
I could be the second Sean. That's cool.
I can be your Sean, baby.
Oh, well, let's chill with that. But we want to thank our friends over at Wata Scrapyard for sponsoring this week's
I need
episode.
the daddy chill button. ASAP.
What the hell is even that? You can find them on Instagram at Wata Scrapyard, and that's their name on Facebook and eBay. They make 3D printed parts for hard-to-come-by Kenner and Hasbro vehicles, as well as resin-printed head sculpts of hundreds of different characters. Literally, the dude, his library is just growing day by day. If you don't see a character you want, Just send him a message. He'll get it designed, printed, and shipped right to your door for a really good price. So hit up Boatos. We also want to thank our friends over at 1/6 Corner. Bunch of absolute angels. I need to order something from them real soon. 1/6 Corner's mission is to provide the best figures and collectibles for their customers. They offer great prices, great packaging, insane packaging rather. We should put that on there. And fast shipping. Choose your figures, pay safely with PayPal, and leave the rest to them. They are really just... They go above and beyond. It's actually insane.
Mario says, Rainer, please read the Patreon list. Pretty please.
So it begins.
let's get into movers and shakers. And I mentioned earlier, we're not really talking about toys for this segment. And
can we though?
Dean, we can, but I have this to play.
This is my show. I do what the hell I want on my show.
Dean, we're talking about Dogecoin, right?
Oh,
we talked about it on
yeah.
After Dark 3 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, I think Corey's going to come on tomorrow and talk a little Doge.
I invited him, yeah. Corey's going to come on tomorrow. Now, 3 weeks ago, we were all about the Doge, right? And at that time, I believe Doge was about 40% of 1 cent.
Yeah.
Right? So about almost half a cent.
I bought it at 80% of a cent. So it was about...
Yeah. Now, Dogecoin is a cryptocurrency invented by software engineers Billy Marcus and Jackson Palmer, who decided to create a payment system that is instant, fun, and free from traditional banking fees. Dogecoin features the face of the Shiba Inu dog from the popular Doge meme as its logo and namesake. Now, Dean, I put $25 in on Doge a few weeks ago, right? And in the past week, Doge, just in the past 7 days, Doge has risen by 271%, right? In the past year, it's risen by 1,161.48%.
Yeah.
And in the past 5 years, it's risen 10,156%.
Yeah.
And really, I mean, at the price that Doge is, right? At this point, it's 3 cents. Right, you could just like not go out to eat once, put that $10-20 into Doge, and supposedly Thursday it's gonna get pretty crazy, right? They're calling it the big howl. A lot of people are gonna start buying Doge again on Thursday. Prices could go up, and a lot of people might look at Doge right now and say it's only 3 cents, right? Bitcoin is worth like $34,000 a Bitcoin right now, but 5 years ago in Bitcoin is worth like 50,000 now, right? You're not going to get rich like in a day with Dogecoin or even back then with Bitcoin, but it's a pretty good investment.
It's a long haul.
It's a long haul.
And there's a lot of people behind it, dude. Obviously the tech billionaire Elon Musk is backing it.
Yeah.
Mia Khalifa just tweeted about it.
Well,
a lot of porn stars. Actually.
She's kind of,
She's a little sus. I'm not gonna.
Not my favorite, to be honest, anymore.
Well, I mean, not anymore.
Yeah, but those videos, those like a time machine.
Back in the day. Anyway, there's a lot of people that are hopping on the Doge train, which gives me confidence that it'll succeed.
Ooh, now, DJ says, make sure y'all say you are not financial advisors. Yeah, take this with a grain of salt, my guys. We are not financial advisors. Yeah. But, I mean, I've, like, quadrupled my money since, like, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean, if you buy it now, the chances of it going under 3 cents ever again, it's pretty low. I bought it, like I said, it was about 80% of a cent. The chances of it ever dipping that low ever again is slim to none. Even now, right? It's been steady at 3 cents for about a week. It went as high as 8 cents.
8 cents, dude.
Which was wild.
Dude, I was fucking freaking out. Like, fuck, do I buy more now? Like,
yeah, I ended up buying.
Thankfully, I didn't.
I bought $20 when I think it went to 7, and I was like, well, because what if it just keeps going up?
Yeah.
So I bought $20. It ended up dipping back down to 3, and it's been steady at 3.
Yeah, but that's sixfold from what it was 3 weeks ago.
Dude, but Corey bought it when it was like 20% of a cent. So he's got a lot.
Yeah.
I think he has like 100,000 or something.
Yeah.
I plan on sticking it out, buying here and there.
Yeah.
Because I only have.
Michael Mann knows. He says February 4 pump. My guy, that's the big howl, baby.
Yeah, I think I have like 3,400.
I have 3,000 Dogecoin.
Yeah, so
right
I want a little more. But yeah, we're not financial advisors. We're in it for the memes, for
Dude,
the
Sean,
walls.
fuck buying the house. Buy Dogecoin, my guy. You'd be living in a fucking mansion before you know
Can you imagine he buys a house worth of Doge and it gets to $1?
Bro, he'd be a billionaire, a trillionaire.
Dude.
Yeah, that's not gonna fly with the wife.
I'll talk to her.
Dude, just get a new wife. You'll be making so much money.
You got more than one.
Don't let her hear me say that.
I'm already sacrificing the collection, man.
Yeah. Well,
man.
Yeah.
DJ says I'm down like 200 on AMC, but I'm holding that one. I did have paper hands on
nice.
GME because the returns were insane for me. Fern says he bought $1,000 worth. What a guy. Look, guys, I know it might be a little rough with the Doge. Hang
the
on.
government's going to fucking get pissed at Fern.
I might be. It might be a little rough with the Doge, Dean. But they say.
Of what?
What
did you do?
They're gonna seize your Doge, my
Dude,
guy.
they're gonna fucking garnish your fucking Doge.
Yeah, have a seat
Bro,
right over here.
dude, can you imagine when Fern hits that submit on the 1,000? Holy shit, dude!
Like, what the fuck are you thinking?
I know the pressure's on Dean right now with Doge. Some people are down quite a bit, but you know what they say, Dean? Pressure creates.
How
diamonds.
are they down on Doge?
If they bought at 8, and then they're down to like 3.
Yeah, but dude, I mean,
pressure creates diamonds, my guy.
Guys, this is about the long haul. Wait, I wanted to talk about a figure.
Oh my
Movers
God,
and shakers.
Jesus Christ! He comes late. He stops the show. Jesus Christ!
Wow.
Moving on.
Anyway,
just kidding. Oh, I forgot you could add yourself back.
I was thinking what you guys thought about maybe the market for other Captain Americas, specifically the Civil War.
Mario. Fern.
Nah, dude, the man's got his the man's got his boot around Fern's neck. He ain't going anywhere, dude.
Oh man, I'm sorry, JB. JB's like, anyways. All right, what's the movers and shakers, my dude?
Other Captain Americas, because this cap has the potential to be the best cap of all time. So I wonder what you guys think is going to happen with the market of other Captain Americas.
I think if you could get a perfect cap for what is like 280, what does this cap cost?
Yeah, about 280. And then shipping and tax. So
I think
3-ish.
I think just going off retail, I think a lot of people are going to be hard pressed to buy a worse cap at more than like $300.
Yeah.
Right. I think it did hurt the value a little bit for the older caps. But there are people that, are completionists for caps. Not only that, they're also, the outfits are different enough, right? It's like Vader, right? Between different films, some buttons might be different. A little bit of gloss, a little bit of matte here and there. With Cap, the outfits appear similar, but they're quite different film to film.
Yeah.
And I think, with the potential Civil War Iron Man re-release on the horizon, everyone seems to think that that's coming at some point. I think you're going to lose a little bit of value, but I still think people are buying. We saw a post today. Someone was trying to buy one at like $450, right? With this one on the horizon.
Yeah.
I think it's going to drop, but I don't think it's going to fucking plummet, right? Because again, it's a totally different outfit from in-game, Civil War, Age of Ultron. Obviously you even have the America's Ass Captain America coming out. I don't think that's going to hurt the value really. So Eddie says he doesn't think the best cap has been done yet. He says, I still think the IW and concept cap have better bodies.
Why are we listening to Eddie?
Because he's a sweet, beautiful angel. What do you guys think, Rainer, Sean? What do you guys think about the value of these?
I think Infinity War is probably gonna stay roughly where it's at, just because the outfit's so dang different. It's got that worn out look and everything. But I agree with what Zach's saying. I think definitely gonna see a little bit of a dip, but not a hard crash.
Yeah.
I just think it depends on which Cap you like more. You know, like what movie did you like him in more? And for me, like if I like the movie enough, then I don't mind buying another one or having multiples or whatever. Like for me, I think my favorite Cap before this would have been Civil War, and then
my favorite crap before this.
Cap.
Just kidding. I thought you said Cap. I was like, wow.
But since Endgame came out, I think that would be the best one to get.
Anyway, I have the Civil War Cap, and I was thinking about.
God damn it! You just derailed the whole show for your sales pitch, Dean.
No, I'm not. I mean, if anybody wants one, hit me up. But
who is this guy, dude? He comes in late, fucking derails the show, plugs his own sales post. Hit him up at DeanTheDream69 at ymail.com if you want to purchase that.
At
just kidding. Dean at
ymail.com.
Jesus. at Dean at collectingweekly.com. Kev's Matrix says, stupid question. Does anyone think Hot Toys played the biggest dick joke on its fans last night? Basically. JB Collection says, how much for the Cap, Dean?
Oh, shit. I don't know. Inbox me. We can work it out.
Okay. He says inbox him. Let's get into the joy of hobbying. Oh, wait, are you one of those guys that PM me for price? You just did the PM for price, my guy.
What? I mean, I saw someone PM at 420, but I don't think about selling it that high.
Shameful. Anyways, joy of hobbying. Dean, I want to talk to you, right? Mm-hmm. You could, getting into hobbying, right? You could buy an airbrush set for like $100. You could buy, there's a lot of things you could buy, right? But I want to talk about the best thing that you can buy for under $15 in this hobby. Dean, can you take a guess what it is?
Under $15?
Under $15.
Well, I was gonna say the 2-part mold, but that's
pretty good.
That's
I think it's
$20.
20. It's $20.
Yeah, under $15.
You don't have to guess.
No,
I'm you might guess it right.
Can I get a hint?
No.
Like what it does?
It's the fixer, my guy.
I'm assuming a glue, the gelatin glue.
Okay. Mark says if Dean is the PM me for price guy, he's not the man I thought he was.
I'm not a PM for price guy.
Eddie says flashlight. My guy, if you're buying flashlights for $15, you might
send
have
me the link.
Yes.
If you're getting them that cheap.
This just became After Dark really quickly.
Now, with this statue, right? Now, the way this statue works is there's keys and magnets, right? Like most statues.
Right.
And putting it together, everything went together great, but this one booster rocket would not fit on this key, right? The shape was the same, but the size was just a little off, right?
Okay.
And that's not a knock against Blizzard, right? There's statues from Iron Studios, from Sideshow, from all these great manufacturers that occasionally have some issues with fitment, right? It's not a problem exclusive to Blizzard. And you can see here, this was as far as I was able to get this rocket on. So it was maybe about a 1/4 inch more that I needed to fit it on. So Dean, there's some things you could do, right? You could take some sandpaper or a Dremel and you can try to, remove a tiny bit of material. Right, but when you do these things, right, I always say don't lose the forest for the trees, but also when you're working on something so it's a nice piece, you don't want to ruin the thing you just bought. You have to use the least invasive. You start with the least invasive thing you could do, and then you work your way up to obviously something somewhat destructive as sanding or dremeling.
Right.
The blow dryer, $11, and this is like if you do any amount of work on your figures, right? I'm talking head sculpt changes, lots of hand swaps, trying to get, who the fuck is this guy? He just fucking left the show. What is he doing? Is this not
When you said blow dryer, I started shaking my head.
I saw. What, you don't believe this is a good investment?
I don't.
You know, we're ending the show right now. This show's been a damn train wreck.
Bye, everybody.
You're saying this is not a good investment, Dean? Bro, you fuck around and break one wrist peg from Hot Toys. That's like $5.
Okay, I've never broken a wrist peg from Hot Toys.
Okay, well, now for the rest of your life, you're gonna break them bitches all the time. That's because you don't change your hands a lot, dude.
You're probably right. I'm not saying it's not a good tool, but you built this
for $11, bro. You can't get any better than this. So with the blow dryer, heated up both sides for about a few minutes.
Way easier and it's free. Now with something like this,
yeah, but you could fuck
can't
paint
use
up
water.
With hot water.
Can you?
Dude, I saw someone fuck a Jiren up with some hot water.
Oh, you did. I remember
that shit got dusty as hell, dude.
Yeah.
Anyways, blow dryer. It is just one of the best things. Eddie says you can dry the gooch with the blow dryer. He's not wrong. If you're doing any amount of switching, customizing, wrist pegs, ankle pegs, head pegs, I mean, trust me, you could get water, right?
Look at this.
But I would say a blow dryer is a little less destructive. Yo, we can talk about makeup. I'm down. I'm
just saying they're on my side here.
Well, Kev and JB, you guys can go to hell. Just kidding. I'm telling you, you could use water, right? But a blow dryer is quicker. You don't. Dean, you talking about you don't have fucking bowls and shit sometimes? Like, you just get the blow dryer, turn that bitch on, it's good to go, right? I'm just saying, I've seen some people fuck their shit up lately with hot water, and a blow dryer is much safer. Now, obviously, don't be an idiot and get a heat
I will
gun.
concede and say you are correct. I have also seen the same.
Now,
guy.
but Dean, but I'm getting into statues, right? So the ladybug,
you can't use water even if you
the
wanted
ladybug
to.
statue is. I mean, to submerge that statue is like it's not possible,
right?
So I'm coming in this from the context of someone that's been buying statues lately. That's not possible to submerge.
I mean, why don't you go talk about that on Rogue One 6? That's not really what we do.
Maybe
here.
I will. They show up on time, so I mean, maybe I will.
All right, guys, it's time to thank our patrons.
Oh God, he's gone.
I booted him. We'll bring him back. He's a sweetheart.
Oh man, this show is just derailed.
And it's about
Rainer,
to
go ahead,
derail
take it
even
over.
further. It's
Take
about
it
to
over,
derail
Rainer.
even further. All right. We'd like to thank our Patreons for supporting the show. Ben Porter, Sean Fear, Ian Seaby, Rian Mendez, Eric Marcel, Quinn Aguirre, Leo Hernandez. I did not say Lemur. Thank you very much. King Louie, Mark Pearson, Paul Schreiber, Dan Lee, Deanie Martin, Stephen Crick, Jason Nelson, Big Fern, King Zachary, Caesar Macuaro Quinn. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Andy Mendez, Eric Ruiz, Mario Cortez, Stephen Pershaw, Sean Utsby, Scott Bradley, Seth
You're
Contreras.
throwing in letters where they don't exist.
Work with me, dude. I failed. I learned my education.
Okay.
Jesse Contreras, Stephen Murray, Stanley, Lord Boldy, Torton, Eddie Manzares. I'm done.
There you go.
Oh man.
Oh my God. And that is Rainer making an ass of himself for the day.
Oh man. Real quick, Everyday Collector says if I pay for a figure and have to blow dry it to make it work, guess what? It's going back to the store. Look, my guy, I don't know everything that you collect, right? But I've had Hot Toys figures, especially the Stormtroopers as glove hands. It's a lot safer to use
true.
either water or a blow dryer to get those hands open than just to fucking pry that shit open.
Dude, or
The
things
Ace
like
Toys Rangers, the weapons are all resin. It seems like they're resin, so you want to heat those hands up gently to get them open. The chat loved it, by the way. They said, "Go, go, go, the real one, baby." Best part of the shower are the pronunciations. What's your first language?
English.
Useby, you got it. What a show. That's what my friends call me. Useby, baby. Eddie says, give me that Jamaican horn, Dean. Oh man, that is funny. But yeah, Everyday Collector, lots of Hot Toys. It does help, my guys. let's get into the February Patreon benefits, the in and outs of collecting Magnet, and the Gooch Grease sticker. The Gooch Grease sticker is for the Crispy and What a Guy tiers only. These will be going out in February, and then we also had the special bonus item that we put up on Patreon. Those will be going out when we get them. So,
dude, that fucking Gooch
Stay
Grease sticker is
tuned.
so funny. I want to do 2.0 though, and have it like I want it to look like an actual like advert, like with a established year. Like
we got to make it like a picture.
Yeah.
JB says I was changing hands on my concept art Captain America. The peg broke, now it's stuck. What do I do? Get some hot water or a blow dryer.
I was like, you didn't even suggest a blow dryer.
Because I know if I said blow dryer first, you guys would try to criticize. Pandering to the
I don't
to the
think
pedantic.
you believe in it as much as you think.
I'm pandering to the pedantic. Anyways, so you get a tiny flathead screwdriver, like a tiny one for phones, and you heat the hand up by any method necessary. You stick that bad boy in there because the peg has a little bit of a protrusion at the end to keep it in there. You just stick that in and pop it out, and it should come right out.
Yeah.
Everyday Collector says pull out your blow dryer.
Yeah, or tweezers. Get in there and just grab it and pull it out.
Mark says, I will send $5 to have those names read one more time. Rainer, that's up to you, my guy.
If he's serious, I'll do it.
Go ahead, Rainer. Do it for the boys.
All right.
And the gal.
Oh, of course.
Two guys.
Ben Porter, Sean Fear, Ian Seaby, Rian Menendez, already. Eric Marshall, Quinn McGuire, Leo Hernandez, King Louie, Mark Pearson, Paul Schreiber, Dan Lee, Deanie Martin, Stephen Crit, Jason Nelson, Big Fern, King Zachary, Caesar Marroquin, Eddie Mendez, Eric Ruiz, Mario Cortez, Stephen Pershaw, Sean Yeatsby, Scott Bradley, Jesse Contreras, Stephen Maria Standley, Lord Volditort, and Eddie Manizares.
What a guy. It was actually pretty good that time.
That's almost pretty good.
Toy Mafia says, I use Gooch Grease on my hands. Mark says PayPal ready.
I'll PM you later.
JB says, now it happened to me. I'll hate the extra hands I don't know. Paul Schreiber says, I got my stickers in the mail today. Thanks, fellas. Paul, actually, real quick, Paul, I need to talk to you. If you use Facebook, send me a message and we'll get you added to the Patreon chat. And Paul and Scott, we ordered your posters at the print shop today, and they should be ready tomorrow to pick up. So we should have those sent out, with the stickers and everything. So big shout out to Paul. Paul jumped right in at the What a Guy tier. So definitely What a Guy. Emperor says, how thick of a blow dryer do we need? This is one I use. It's number one on Amazon. It's $11.
And it's an actual name brand.
Yeah, this is Revlon, baby. We don't cheap out on CW. Let's get into the tiers. The $5 Sweet Angel tier sticker sent straight to your door. The $15 Crispy tier figure fix assistance and the stickers and the certificate. The What a Guy tier, the 18 by 24 silhouette poster and doubles of all the stickers. You also get access to Darkside Customs painting after 3 months and all the benefits of the previous tiers. We got some great swag, guys. We got some great swag at those tiers.
Oh, yeah.
You can find us on Facebook at Collecting Weekly Auxiliary. We goof, we gaff, we laugh. It's basically like this hour, like all week, and it's fun.
Yeah, we have fun.
Taking a look at our shows, we have Small Talk. I believe they're going live Thursday. CW is what you're listening to now. OFAC, they're editing. They should have this uploaded on Thursday from last week. It was a great show, The Joy of Hobbying. I think I'll try to do a wrist peg video for you guys next time I break one. It's definitely not a hard fix, especially if you have a good blow dryer around.
Dude, honestly,
collecting,
I think you should do it for the show. Just break one off in there.
I'm tempted. I'll use water though because apparently it's better.
You can break two and compare.
I could, but then I'd be down 2 wrist pegs. Them
yeah,
bitches.
but I mean, you really need to.
Yeah, but Dean, the ones that I have, they're high quality Hong Kong wrist pegs. You don't get any better than that, right?
Yeah.
One day that's gonna catch on.
That's a deep cut.
That's a deep cut, my guy. That's like 90 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Collecting rarities. Rainer had a great show with I believe his name was Marty, right?
Yeah,
Rainer?
Marty Odolini.
You guys did a great discussion on model trains. I'm halfway through the episode. It's a really good one. Creeps R Us should be recording soon. Go ahead, Dean.
That episode was so good. I was thinking about getting in the fucking trains.
JB
I don't
says,
have room for this.
After Dark, when is it happening? After Dark's happening tomorrow at 10:30 Central Standard Time. JB, if you want to hop on, holla at your boys. Danny says, KG, you need to sign permission slip to get on AD.
Yeah, he's too young. We need your parental...
Yeah, we got to have your parents approve. I don't really give a fuck, honestly, but if you think you need to. Collecting Comics, Sean, that's going to be joining with Small Talk. We have not... I've messaged Dylan. Dylan's a hard cat to get a hold of. To premiere a new logo design for you guys.
Dylan only joins the chat to talk shit to me for some reason.
Fucking hate that kid, dude.
I fucking love
After Dark tomorrow, 10:30, we're joined by JB, or rather KG, and then hopefully JB for the AD. And then In and Outs of Collecting, the hottest.
God, you did that really smooth, surprisingly.
Thank you, my guy.
Unlike
In and
me.
Outs of Collecting, they dropped on. They dropped last week, and they had a great premiere of their show.
Yeah,
I believe
fun.
the next one's going live. I think it's on the 19th, so stay tuned for that. Here's a look at our friends. We gotta add. Let's fucking make a space for JB and KB right here. Let's fucking do it.
Let's do it live. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Kaz Matrix says, Holy Guano Wrist Pegs Batman. 30 seconds in Mike Zach to 5 minutes with hairdryer. Video tune next week. I don't know what the fuck you just said, but that was that was awesome. Yeah, blow dryer doesn't take that long, guys. If you put it on high, it takes like 10 seconds to heat things up.
Well, you just heat it in your hands. You get your hand hot. You heat it on the table.
I put it on a surface and just fucking... It's not as hard as you're making it sound. That's what she said.
I feel like it's... Well,
okay, you know what? Dean? Fucking tired of you today. Can't wait to not have to talk to you for 6 days. 6-Scale Scavengers, Brian, Chris, TC. Oh, man. 6-Scale Scavengers, Brian, Chris, TC, great guys. They were on our last show. They really gave us a nice little bump. We hit 700 subs.
Oh, yeah, like the Everyday Collector, too. He wants to be added.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Yeah, I will add Optical 20, but if y'all don't shout our shit out, we're going to take you off. Just kidding. Optical 20, great guy. William, best in the biz, right? Kills it with the live streams. Been plugging us quite a bit lately. Manny Fett, he does all of our graphics for the show. Sweet Angel does some great horror reviews. And big shout out to you guys. You got him past 100 subs last week, so big shout out for that. PJ the Paradox Nerd, ya boy, the man, the myth, the legend, and Rogue 16, bunch of angels over there as well. So that's the show for tonight.
Oh, I was like, are we doing Guards of My Gears already?
I didn't have one. Didn't have one.
Look at Kevin. Look how cute he is.
Okay. Do you guys have any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out Zach. I fucked up today. So shout out Rainer for jumping on. Shout out Sean for jumping on. I have no excuse.
Shout out for everyone in the chat, keeping us going all the time. Big shout out to Buddy's Toys and Collectibles. I hit that dude up like for random shit every once in a while. He always has what I want. What a guy, man. What
dude, Buddy's
guy.
awesome, dude. I love going to
He's
Buddy's.
awesome.
Big shout out to Sean also for joining on a whim.
Even if I have nothing I'm looking for, I usually just stop in. Like the other day, I just happened to be in the neighborhood. I had to take my sister somewhere, and she was like, "Okay, well, she had to pick up her car." So then she left, and she was like, "We're gonna go pick up food, so you meet us back over here in like an hour." I was like, "All right." So I just happened to be down the street from Buddy's. I went over there just to chit chat. He's a good guy.
He's an awesome dude.
Shout out to Dogecoin. Shout out to JB. Hit 120 subs slowly but surely. Shout out to Sean Useby. Oh, man.
Dude, I gotta fucking write all these down, because...
Dude, we need a Useby sticker, dude. A fucking lemur and a fucking Useby.
And what did he call...
Shout out to Revlon for the grain blow dryer. Dude, I when I put this segment together, I was like, yo, I'm going to learn these boys and girls some fucking facts of life. And I just got roasted for this. So you know what? You know what, guys? That's it. We're done for today.
Ejectocito!